Hello and welcome to another chapter in our display of Atlantic Fleet. Now, this time we are going versus Sarhost, Admiral Hipper, couple destroyers in very bad weather and by noon, which means that Illustrious is still not going to come into battle. But our three big battleships will. So let's take a look at the general situation. Have several contacts over here, we don't know which is which, and I'm going to guess Sarhost is either this or this. So Duke of York is going to... Yeah, we are going to keep this heading because, well, this is good for our aiming, because wind is coming from that way. It's also not that powerful, so... Okay, almost 20 degrees of elevation to our radar contact. Do we want to adjust a little bit? Well, yeah, let's adjust a little bit just in case for wind. And yeah, fire away. By look or chance, we actually are shooting at the correct one, which means very good news. Were we aiming at this one or at this one? I think it was this one. And adjust a little bit. 20 degrees point 3, a little bit more because why not? North Carolina's guns are a little bit fast. Okay, but we are coming close to target, which is really good. And finally is the turn of Prince of Wales, which with 18 degrees. Yeah, because we were short with Duke of York. I mean, yeah. 18.1 degrees is going to fire away. And it's still short, but closer. Okay, so the Germans are maneuvering and firing back. One hit on Prince of Wales. Keeper is also moving forward, also firing back. Much less worrisome, however, 8-inch guns than the 11-inchers. And now is the turn of the destroyers to maneuver and probably try to come close, which obviously we will have to counter when they are close enough. Second German destroyer, Z-31, opening fire. Pretty accurate, to be honest. Quite surprising with this weather. Okay, move forward. We know last time we were... Let's see... a little bit past. We want to reduce this by maybe 1 degree. Just a tiny little bit for the wind and see where our shots fall. Which is going to be a couple hits and moderately short. Okay, this is North Carolina. Also fired a little bit past. We are going to reduce this by quite a little bit, a couple degrees. Also adjust a little bit for the dispersion of the wind. Not that much because wind is not as strong laterally here. There go the 16-inch guns. Straddle, no hits. A little bit unfortunate there. And finally is Prince of Wales, which was a little bit short. So we want to increase the range a little bit here. Big guns firing. And very good salvo. Several hits. Sarhouse fighting back. Probably those hits will have missed her fire control, so we'll have a harder time hitting us. Hipper's turn. Also missing by a little bit. And the destroyers, which are going to moving closer and closer as time goes by. Couple hits. Z-32 just opens fire with her forward twin gun, and it's going to be long. Alright. No need to change the course because we are in a perfect spot here. So last time we were on target, maybe decreasing angle a little bit will work in our favor here, because I think we are a little bit closer. Couple hits, good. We actually can see her already, I think. Yeah, we can. There she is. Last time we were here, we moved here a little bit closer. We need to reduce this a couple points, and that should be enough, I'm guessing. Since I was right. Several hits, good. And finally, Prince of Wales is going to also fire and try to get some hits. Since this one needs a little bit more of correction, maybe 0.8. Which seems that was a little bit overkill. Okay, Sunhouse has had a secondary explosion in the outside. Shots are falling closer. Still no hits. Works for me. Admiral Hipper also trying to come closer. One hit amidships. Okay, the idea is to force Sarhouse to make a smoke, and then we will switch the fire of one of the battleships to the heavy cruiser, and probably from the other one to one of the destroyers. We'll see. Destroyers firing their guns, not being very accurate, but at this range, it's very difficult to hit with a destroyer. Alright, so move forward. I'm going to aim slightly ahead. Let's see if we can get some hits on the forward turrets. We are slightly closer. We need to decrease this by 0.2 degrees. And yeah, we got one of the turrets. That's great news. We are going to do the same here. We are going to aim at the forward side. We are closer. 0.3 less. Should work okay. And 16-inch guns firing on the target. And finally, Prince of Wales is also going to join the fun. Aiming at the forward side of the ship, reducing range by a tiny bit. There. And let's see if we can get that second front turret out of the way. Nope, doesn't seem so bad. We are forcing her to make a smoke and start to disengage. Which is the moment we are going to choose to start shifting fire from our 14-inch gun battleships. We are going to keep North Carolina on Starhost. It's a little bit too far to engage these destroyers, however. We'll see about that. I'm going to turn, also I'm going to start turning their way. Alright. It's our turn again. So, plan is half starboard rudder, acquire, I think this one is hipper, which works for us at actually it's less than what the elevation we currently have. So I'm going to fire at 17. Call for a little bit of compensation for the wind and see where do our shots fall. And seems the correction was very good. Yeah. Wind is wind correction we need a little bit more, but other than that we are set. Meanwhile, North Carolina is going to keep a steady course and keep the fire on our host. Again, I mean at the forward end, and pretty much the same elevation. Yep, further hits, that's good. Now Duke of York is also going to half rudder turn. Do we want to shoot a hipper or do we want to shoot at one of the destroyers? I think one of the destroyers, this one. Going to swap for high explosive. 17.3, is that correct? I think we need a lot less than that, 16. Also, well, wind is blowing that direction, so no need for correcting for the wind. A little bit past, but yeah, it's a good estimation that we needed to shorten the range quite a little bit. Okay, hipper, moving closer and closer. Set 31, snaking a little bit. Firing again, getting a hit in the highly armored side of North Carolina. Set 32, opening fire, and the looks is going to go past. Alright. Okay, idea is to keep this course. We are going to be closing a little bit of range, not very fast, but enough to make our gunnery easier. Also, I want to prevent those destroyers to disengage, obviously. So still on hipper, last time since we were a little bit short or past. Actually what we needed is a little bit more of lateral compensation. Reduce this to maybe 16 degrees. Looks good. Yep. Pretty solid hit. North Carolina, steady course still. Adjusting for the bows. We need a little bit more range because the enemy has turned away. Couple hits, really good. And finally Prince of Wales, which last time was passed. We need to reduce this elevation by maybe 2 full degrees. No need for wind compensation because again wind is blowing from behind us. Looks good. Couple hits. That's really a serious deal for a small destroyer. Keep resisting. And scoring a hit. Set 31. It's going to be your turn soon enough, don't worry. Okay, that was passed. Set 32 is making smoke. Obviously those 2 hits must have hurt a lot. Alright, so we can't see hipper yet, so we are going to compensate for the wind there. Last time on target, more or less. We need to decrease this by a tiny bit. 0.3. Good. Another big explosion of hyper on hyper. This is not going to last very long after this. That's good. Meanwhile, North Carolina is going to keep the pounding of Sandhurst up. Again, increase the range a little bit, not that much, a little bit less, that works. Open up. And that's at least 3 hits. Last time we were on target with Prince of Wales. We are moving a little bit past of the wind, so we need to compensate for that. Range has increased a little bit, so I'm going to increase elevation by 0.2. And hits, one big hit. Lots of very, very close shots also. Those tend to do a lot of damage, to armor damage. Ooh, that was a big explosion on Admiral Hyper. Yeah, swords which fall very close to unarmored ships are really damaging, because the cells go off and they even travel a little bit underwater, and when they go off they shower the whatever is close with hot shrapnel. And that hot shrapnel can ignite fires, cause damage, even cause explosions. So, yep. Okay, we are again, now we can see Hyper. Again firing a hair, reducing range by 0.7. That should be okay for getting more hits. And Hyper is sinking. Okay, that means we can start taking care of this little dude here, which I'm starting to get nervous about. Alright, it's Sandhurst time. Range has increased a little bit again, so we increase elevation a little bit again. And we hit once again. So, alright. Last time we were pretty much on top of our little friend here, set 32. So we need to compensate a little bit for the wind. She's moved away, increase this by 0.3 and lob some 14-inch cells to see if we can finish it off, and so we do. Right, Sandhurst has stopped making smoke. That means she's very close to sinking. Set 31 makes smoke, turns away. Good. Half rudder to port. Acquire target. I'm thinking 11 degrees. 11.1. Adjust a little bit for the wind. Change to high explosive. And looks like a really good estimation. Several hits and a sinking. Okay, that works for me. So it's just a Sandhurst. No longer producing smoke. No longer trying to flee. Increase elevation by a tiny little bit. And lob some 16-inch lob towards her way. And even more hits. Okay. Back to Prince of Wales. Let me check. Put the aim point here. Swap for high explosive AP. Sorry. Last times we were on 18 degrees. We've moved closer. I think it's a good point to begin from. 18.1. Looks good. Solid, solid range, yeah. And she's making smoke again. Yes, she felt brave for a second, but soon enough she changed minds. Okay, 18 degrees was our last shot at Sandhurst. Swap this for AP and let me check. Oh, should be pretty much on the same elevation, honestly. Not going to change it. Yep, looks solid. Several more hits. And now North Carolina. We have a perfect profile with this. Increase maybe 0.2 again. And see. Yep, couple hits. Is Prince of Wales again. Taking aim. Last time we were on target. I think I'm going to shoot at exactly the same elevation. Looks like a solid choice again. A little bit long actually, which is a kind of surprising. Reduce to full speed. I don't want to overrun the other two. There. Increase elevation by 0.2. And just finish the job. Big explosion. That should help a lot. Let's see if we can sink this dude in short notice. Flag speed with North Carolina because the trailing ships are coming closer. Right. Looks like a good enough solution, I think. Yeah, I'm going to fire on the same elevation. Yep, looks good. More hits. Go back to full with Prince of Wales as well. There. Last time we were a little bit past. Let's reduce this by 0.2. This should guarantee some hits. Just one, but the straddle was perfect. And she's firing back again. Very wildfire, however, very inaccurate. All her controls, fire control systems must be destroyed or damaged. Which obviously works in my favor, and I'm not going to complain. Right, I think we are moving a little bit further here, so I'm going to increase at 0.2 degrees or so, and see what we do. Good hits there. Going to turn towards the enemy. This should help keeping our distance. Last time we were on target. We should be still on target. Since we are. Perfect straddle again. Right, I'm going to reduce this to half speed. No, actually I'm going to back because I don't want to overtake North Carolina. Good on last shot. I think we should fire on the same elevation once again. Yep. We have the range pretty much nailed down on her. Another explosion. And the Sandhurst is sinking. Okay. That was it. Open fire to wherever, and yeah, we are done with this battle. Sandhurst sunk, Hipper sunk, both destroyers sank, and light damage in return. That was a pretty nice fight. Let's take a look at what comes next, and next it comes Wow, the three Deutschlands. Ooh, evening. Will we able to use illustrious on this one? Evening. It's not night, it's evening. We'll see about that. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching guys and see you later.